George here with Fit Bodies Unlimited. Today we're going to go over the squat, and I'm going to show you some key points and some things that will hopefully help you master the squat and take some of the pressure maybe off your knees or your ankles, or if you have any hip issues or things like that. Just some key points that will help you succeed at the squat. Okay, so we got a couple of camera angles here today that was going to kind of help things out. We got one down here that from this angle you should be able to see my feet. Now they have things called squatting shoes, or that you can snag, that are flat soled, maybe with a little bit of a rise in the back at your heel. Today I don't have those, and so a lot of times I'll just use my bare feet, or shoes like Chucks or Vans or things like that are flat. And what that allows is for you to kind of really be able to feel the floor, have a nice, good, firm base. If you've got any kind of ankle issues or ankle mobility issues, probably the best thing to do would be to get some type of platform shoe, squatting shoe that puts a little bit of a rise in the back or of your heel area, and that allows you to kind of be able to go a little deeper with the squat. So, but me, I got pretty good mobility, so I'm gonna just do it with my shoes off. Okay, if you look at my feet, I'm not sure if you can see. Do you think you can see my feet in that angle there? Just want to make sure. If you look at my feet, what I want to naturally do is I want to grab the floor with my toes. Okay, when I grab the floor with my toes, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a small arch that's put in right here. Okay, what that allows is my feet to be firmly planted on the ground. It allows my knees to kind of track in the right place, and everything kind of stays in alignment. So if I'm going to squat, I'm going to grab the floor, and then as I come down, my knees will kind of come out a little bit. It allows me to get nice and deep and nice and low. Okay, and again, that's just by using my toes to kind of grab the floor. All right, so that's the position that my feet are going to be in. Now you can have a slight little angle out. You can be straight, wherever your kind of feet feel comfortable. I like mine just a smidge out, and again, I'll do the same thing. I'll grab the floor with my toes, and then as I come down, I set my weight back, really putting the weight in my midfoot to heel, not so much on my toes, and not just on my heels. Okay? So that's probably some of the biggest key points there. That will help prevent any kind of knee collapse, which is what happens when your feet flatten out. So if there's no arch and my feet flatten out, you can see my knees naturally kind of want to come in. So we really want to grab the floor like that. Okay. All right, so now we've talked about our feet. We've got our feet placement. Now we're going to look at the bar. So up here, we've got a nice good bar. Bars, we can go over a whole episode on bars. There's knurling and where knurling is and where knurling isn't, the purpose of that and all that kind of stuff. But for all intensive purposes, I've got this bar here. It's a power bar. I like squatting with it. It's just great. So when we approach the bar, we want to make sure we come underneath it. Okay, as you can see, this is probably one notch too high because I took my shoes off. It was perfect with my shoes on. But so what we'd end up wanting is this to be a little bit lower. I'll have to stand on my tiptoes to kind of get it off of here. But when I bring it back, I'm going to take one foot or one step back with one step back with the other. Then I set my feet. Again, I'm pulling my toes up. I've got that nice little placement in my feet. I'm going to have my shoulders and elbows kind of locked in so that I've got the weight kind of tight and firm against my back. And then I would take a deep breath and lock my ribs and my stomach and all of that stuff kind of in as one solid unit. So I bring my breath in, and you're kind of holding it / just keeping everything really, really tight. If you have a belt, this is their opportunity to kind of push against the belt. But so I breathe in, tighten everything up, come down nice and slow, allow my knees to track over my toes, and come down, and then drive through my midfoot to heel. So again, I come back down, breathe in, get that chest full, come down, drive back up. If you see I'm not leaning forward, you shouldn't feel any pain in your knees, you shouldn't feel anything in your hips. It's just coming down nice and smooth. So again, breathe in, make sure my feet are right, come down, and then drive back up. Good. And then because I only took one step back on both, I should only have to take one step in, and then rack it. But again, with me, I had a little bit too tall, so you'd want to make sure that the height would be adjusted correctly for you and your height. So other than that, key points to remember: feet, little arch, bar placement. There are a couple different spots. You can put it right across the top, your trap area, which is called a high bar. You can go low bar, which would be right underneath the back of kind of like your delt. It's a little lower. Again, a couple different variations. I just showed you a back squat, but there are several other variations that we can do. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out and let us know, and we'll be able to help you out and fine-tune some things and tricks and trades of a squat. Hopefully you learned something. Look forward to seeing you again or having you check more of our videos out on our Fit Bodies YouTube. Thank you.